After YG Entertainment failed to get the Blackpink members to renew their individual contracts with them, the world has kept its eyes on the girls, eagerly awaiting their next move. Jennie took the first step by announcing that she had established her own agency to manage her solo activities, and then it was reported that Jisoo had joined an agency set up by her brother. As for Rose and Lisa, some people think that Rose will sign with a company that's not so big, but that will give her the necessary freedom in the making of her music, whether that's related to writing, producing, or composing. Things get confusing when it comes to Lisa though. While some may not see her as fully committed to being an idol, her intense love for performing makes it hard to rule out any possibilities. There's one thing that everyone seems to agree on though: it's very unlikely that she'll continue promoting in South Korea and will most likely leave the country soon. Lisa isn't exactly the most loved K-pop idol, at least not among Korean netizens. It all boils down to one reason: her nationality. We know exactly how the Korean public feels about having non-Korean idols in their industry, so the fact that Lisa is one of the most popular members of the group doesn't necessarily mean that she's popular with the people of the country she's promoting in. One of the reasons she receives more criticism than a few other foreign idols is because she doesn't look Korean. A TikTok user said that in South Korea, people have strong national pride and really care about looks, which can sometimes turn into prejudice against other Asian people. They think that some South Koreans feel superior just because of how they look compared to others, and it makes them think that the people who look like them are better, which is why they might not like Lisa. Moreover, some Korean fans believe that Lisa has received preferential treatment from YG Entertainment, which they feel has led to her success overshadowing her fellow group members. These concerns, coupled with the immense love and popularity she has received from audiences overseas, have stirred resentment against her among certain Korean fans. This has even resulted in controversy regarding Lisa's position within Blackpink. However, her gig at the Crazy Horse show in Paris really settled the deal for them in terms of how they felt about her. When it was reported that she would be performing there, all hell broke loose. The cabaret show is famous for its performances featuring dancers in revealing outfits, so for a K-pop idol to perform there and be proud of it was unheard of. While Lisa received immense support from fans worldwide, South Korean and Chinese internet users weren't happy, mentioning that she wasn't setting a good example for her younger fans. The comments against her were pretty severe, including, "Since she's Thai, I'm sure she doesn't see anything wrong with it, and I hope she stops calling herself K-pop." Netizens didn't stop there. Lisa continued being harassed with hate comments, as well as her mom and whoever went to attend her show. She was banned on Weibo as well, and it was rumored that she would be dropped by all of the brands she collaborated with. None of this happened, but Korean netizens, being as conservative as they were, wanted Lisa to stop being associated with K-pop altogether. Because of everything she has experienced due to the discrimination she's felt from the Korean public, fans believe that whenever she signs with a new company or establishes her own, she won't be focusing her promotions in South Korea. There's no reason for her to. Her biggest fan base seems to be international, she's barely promoted in Korea, and once the group's contracts were up, it seemed like Lisa received the most offers from international companies, and it was reported that she was offered a hefty offer of $81 million to switch labels, even though the name of the company wasn't revealed. An insider in the industry also stated that countries like China are ready to provide a lot of money to Lisa as she holds significant sway in the Southeast Asian market, especially in Thailand. Another report said that the American agency offered her a contract worth around $37.7 million, which covered various opportunities such as making videos, fashion projects, performances, and the release of 6 albums, something she wouldn't have even dreamed of as a YG artist. To some, it didn't seem like money mattered a lot to Lisa when it came to the contract renewal. After all, she was Lisa, so the money wasn't a problem for her. She can easily secure major endorsements on her own and has a strong, loyal fan base supporting her. What mattered was what the companies would offer her as an artist, and considering everything, YG wouldn't be able to do much for her. She was probably aware that other companies, especially international ones, would know her worth as an artist and give her anything she wanted to boost her career and keep her happy. This is why an overseas company would be perfect for her. Their way of promoting is different too, which would suit Lisa the most. She'll probably get performance-based songs and get to headline big festivals like Coachella and Lollapalooza. Not to mention all the collaborations she'll be getting with Western artists, which will get her exposed to a new audience and bring her even more fans. We also recently learned that Lisa is quite talented in other areas as well, when it was arranged that she had helped in producing and arranging her cover of Britney Spears' hit My Only Wish. So now that she has tapped into this new potential of hers as a producer, maybe she'll strike a deal with her new company to work on her music, something she wouldn't be able to do if she was still with YG. However, this raises the question, where is Lisa headed to next? An Asian company, an American one, or a European one? Based on recent updates, it appears that the latter is going to be her choice. All Blackpink members, including Lisa, have become very familiar with Paris in the past few years. They're the faces of various famous luxury brands, all of which originated in France, so they seem to be there most of the time. Brigitte Macron, the First Lady of France, was even seen at the soundcheck of their concert in Paris. She had also invited the members to perform at the Gala des Pièces Jaunes, which is an event usually meant for the French public. Despite that, Blackpink had everyone singing and dancing along, showing their incredible influence and impact. Last year, they also rocked the stage at Stade de France, entertaining a massive crowd of 55,000 fans and became the first girl group to have a sold-out show there. Lisa's French fan base is pretty big and stable too, so if she ultimately decides to have a career there, we're sure she will be more than successful and will have a chance to be promoted internationally just as well as anywhere else. According to People, the biggest push that Lisa might have to focus her career in France is her rumored boyfriend, Frédéric Arnault, who is the son of LVMH president Bernard Arnault. There have been speculations dating back to July that the two are in a romantic relationship, and based on recent sightings, she was spending a lot of time with him in Paris. It was even said that she moved there a few months ago, but it's not known why or where exactly. Some are speculating that she's actually filming in Paris, as it has been rumored that she'll be making an appearance in The Walking Dead. The official Instagram account of The Walking Dead started following Lisa, and even Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl Dixon on the show, is now following her. The two were seen hanging out together at the Paris Saint-Germain vs Newcastle United match in France last November, which led others to believe that Lisa was going to appear on the show. Another gossip about why she might have moved to France is because of Frédéric, which seems to be people's general conclusion. She was spotted with Thai actress Diana Flippo on December 23rd as the two were walking on the streets of Strasbourg in France. What's interesting about this is that according to sources, Frédéric arranged for a trustworthy bodyguard to accompany her on a walk. This bodyguard has been consistently seen by her side during her trip to France, and while some might argue that assuming the bodyguard was deployed by Frédéric is a stretch, this particular bodyguard had previously protected him at several important events. It was also reported that the two were seen in Disneyland in Paris on January 2nd, celebrating the new year together. A source said, "I met Lisa at Disneyland Paris. Lisa and LVMH's third young master walked together. She was wearing a white down jacket and there were two bodyguards following the two of them. There was even a video of two people walking, and while you can't see any of their faces, fans are insisting that the alleged couple were definitely there, so she has an apparent reason to stay in Paris and a lot of connections there. It also looks like she has taken the first steps into establishing herself as an artist there, as she's set to have a solo performance at Le Gala des Pièces Jaunes." Yes, the same gala that Blackpink performed at as a group. Now Lisa joins the lineup of artists, which include Maroon 5, J Balvin, Stray Kids, Pharrell Williams, and Gims. For her to have a solo schedule so important so soon after leaving a company as big as YG Entertainment says a lot about how well she'll do as an artist. So far, Lisa hasn't officially signed with any entertainment company, nor has she made an announcement on what plans she has for the future. However, considering everything that we've talked to so far, we don't have any reasons to be worried about her. She's an artist who loves her job and gives 100% to everything she does. Lisa also has a huge fan base who's willing to do everything to see her on top, and a lot of connections in the industry, so we're very close to seeing Lisa dominate the music industry in ways we have never seen before, especially if she's backed up by the right company who values her as an artist.